A lot of times people don't come to us until 3 or 4 other people have said, no, I don't want any part of that, or I can't figure that out, or what are you, crazy? Usually it boils down to what's possible and what's not. I am all for creative ideas. I will, to the best of my ability, try and redefine the laws of physics if we have to pull some of this off, and we are sometimes asked to do that.
It's kind of almost like a challenge to us, like, well, we're gonna try to do this. But when it's done, that's probably the most rewarding thing. Like, we just made something that other people said that was impossible to make, that they cannot create, they cannot fabricate.
So I think a lot of lighting designers have come to realize that engaging Crenshaw is a very good way to ensure success. When the rest of the world is outsourcing and trying to downsize and trying to cut costs and cut corners and use the developing world as their shop floor, we've done almost the exact opposite. We've brought different processes and things in-house so that we can control quality. Something that today, I believe that we're the only company in the United States who's done that. The expanse of manufacturing capacity that we have in this building is unmatched. For instance, we have designers, we have engineers, we have our own photometric testing lab. Bringing all of these things to bear creates a circumstance where a lighting designer can come to us and go, I have an idea, and that's enough.
You know, when you build something with your own hands, you don't forget it. It sticks with you.
Nobody would be here if they didn't want to make really cool, I'll just use the word high-end. We make beautiful work here, and it's really nice to be part of that.
I believe that we're blessed to get to work with legitimate artisans, and that one day we'll make a Gothic chandelier, and the next day we'll make a crystal chandelier, and the next day we'll do a modern pendant, and we're capable of making all of it.
There are people in here that do things with metal that, you walk by and you just smile. It's like, oh my God, I didn't know that could be done. Or just to watch somebody move through these processes and care about what they do is, it's really nice to be a part of that.
We are a resource in a lot of ways where we are kind of a beacon for still being a legitimate manufacturer, not an assembler, not an importer who resells. We actually know how to make things. We know how to design, engineer, fabricate, and deliver product. Everything that we do in response to that initial idea is colored with the reality of how are we going to make it, how are we going to lamp it, how are we going to make sure it passes UL, how can we make sure that this thing accomplishes all of their interest, how can we make sure that it fits inside their budget.
And in the end, you can look at a piece and compare it to the one in the end that really speaks to the design, and you know when you've hit it. And that to me just keeps me coming back. That's like the seduction of that material. It's kind of an illness, really.
The people who are here, this is their life. We have 3 generations who work on our shop floor. I think that's worth fighting for. One day I could take my kids on a tour of the country of some of the most prestigious locations that exist and show them that we had a part in it, that we illuminated these spaces. I'm really proud of that. That's what keeps me here.